What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Lunch with the Clydesdale. We are cooking it up Cajun. But today, I am Hans, and he is Franz, and we're here to pump you up.
That's the greatest thumbnail ever. I look just like my cousin Chad. It's banana, except I got hair. He shaved his head bald. But besides that, like in the face, I don't know how AI managed to do that, but that was fantastic.
Yeah. If people haven't been noticing, I'm just having fun with Chat GPT with the thumbnails. I throw some stuff in there. I try to find different things. It's with Cory, it's always trying to find like a famous duo to kind of put us into. And then if it's like a couple weeks ago, we did Step Brothers. This week we did Hans and Franz. I'm going to put it out to the chat. So yesterday I said, draw me as X cartoon, Monday and Tuesday. I just changed the expression on my face. Name the cartoon I said, draw me as.
Oh, I have to go back and look at it.
See if anybody can guess. Yeah, and I almost lost my phone. There we go. I can probably pull it up really quick in Canva. And share it, and then people can guess. But I said, like, draw me as.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah.
And the day before was, this is easier to tell.
I like it.
So I'll be interested to see if anybody in the chat can guess what cartoon I asked it to draw me as. There it is.
Facial expression should give it away.
Okay, one of these will work. There we go. Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, I asked it to draw us as Hans and Franz. Thought it came out pretty funny.
I like it. Dan Church texted me and was like, he said, Scott looks like an old school weightlifter, and you look, what he told me, I look like an accountant or something like that. And I was like, I don't think you
look like my little brother. Just happy that I invited you to come along.
Here.
Come on, little brother. I'll let you watch me bench today.
Yeah. Look, by the smile on my face, I'm in. Pump you up.
Man.
Oh,
that's so much fun. Before we get into too much, just want to thank everybody for the kind words in the comments. I'm going to respond to everybody later today. The comments were freaking awesome from yesterday's show. And I thought yesterday's show was awesome.
I thought it was too.
I'm done with Medfix. I'm not going to talk about it anymore unless something big breaks. But what was great from it is Athena reached out to me last night. We talked for, a couple hours, which we hadn't done in a while. And it was good to reconnect with her. And we've been good friends for a long time. And so that was awesome.
She's an awesome person, dude. I've not had the privilege of meeting her in person, but we have messaged back and forth a whole lot on Instagram, and she is fantastic.
Yeah, I think we've only met in person twice. Most of it's just been phone calls. And the connection was that the person who did her documentary with CrossFit back in 1920.
Sounds about right. Something around there.
I think it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Was the same person who did mine post-COVID. Mike Koslap. He filmed both documentaries, and he put us together, connected us. That's how we got to know each other, became fast friends. So yeah, Jeremy, 1920. So, oh wow, Sevon talked about us today again. Man, that's very nice of him. So, got some good news yesterday. Forgot to share, and then we'll get into your Legends qualifiers. And that is the governor of Ohio vetoed the line item for return to office in the budget. Now, what's weird is the executive order still stands and everybody has to return to office, but he vetoed the money that would pay for it.
Hey, look, a technicality is a technicality, right?
And every day I get to spend in my home working and being able to come down and do this show is a plus for me. Right?
100%.
And I've got 8 years to get to retirement. Every day of those 8 years I get to do it from here instead of there is a plus.
Absolutely. I would 100% agree.
So
good, dude. You hadn't heard anything about that in a while. That's good news.
Well, good news. I think they didn't realize that the real estate agents knew the executive order came into play. And so they upped the lease amounts for every building in Columbus when they said executive order, everybody's got to go back to the office. The same building we were in before COVID, it was 4 times the price to go back to now.
Wow.
4 times.
That is a tad bit more expensive.
Yeah. So,
dude.
Anyway, I see Jeremy and Ken talking about Albany. I got my credentials. I am on the precipice of having a plan in place of what I'm going to do at the games. I have
an idea. I got an idea about a plan that may be in place at some point in the future.
I think it's pretty much a done deal. I don't want to announce anything. We're having a final call tomorrow. Yeah. But I think it's going to be something you guys are going to love. Trying my hand at something new.
Did you re-get or find a different Airbnb?
I did. Okay. Which actually is working out better for what I'm trying to do at the games.
Perfect.
So I'll let you know the concept. The concept is I'm going to follow one athlete for the entire weekend.
Love it.
And I got a hotel room in the same hotel as the athlete.
That makes sense.
That way I can be there 24/7. We're just setting ground rules tomorrow.
Yeah. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Go get some breakfast. I need some of this content.
So, and then what will do is by only following one athlete, I can focus on them and still cover the overall games, for the show and doing like recaps and all of that stuff.
No, dude, I like it. I like that a whole lot. That's a very easy way to tell a very good and detailed story about somebody's entire week. Like, you don't get that a whole lot. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And I don't want to put names out yet, but
no. I wouldn't either. It's too. I mean, I say it's too early. I mean, good Lord, what are we 30 days out?
Yeah. It's not even. Like I would have to.
I just realized
it's at the end of this month. I have to leave.
I just realized. I think today, either today or yesterday, that like I'm going to go to Monster Games the 24th. Be there 24th through the 28th. Get back, and the games is the next week.
Yep.
But it's
starting to ramp up from literally 4 weeks from now, I'm going to be in Albany.
Right.
And then I'm going to come home and go right back to Masters games.
Well, how about go right back?
Well, cover the Masters games.
Yeah.
Where I'll finally get to meet Lido.
And sweet. You don't have to go far.
No. The 20-minute drive downtown is going to be way better than the trip to Albany.
Dude, that's outstanding. Truly.
Ken Walter says a new and up and comer we don't know much about. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
it's all about trust at this point. I don't have a proof of concept, so I needed somebody that we have a trust together.
Yep.
Right.
That makes sense.
And then I can do a then I can do the proof of concept, and hopefully if it goes well, and then that's something I can do moving forward in the future. It's hard to find like your own little niche in this big world of CrossFit media that's different and apart from what everybody else is doing.
Yes.
And every time I come up with those ideas, then everybody starts doing the idea they see.
Right.
Well, so then you have to shift and pivot and focus.
So Sebi's going to be doing behind the scenes. Everybody knows that, right? So don't really need to do that at the games. The camps are going to be covering their own people, right? Plus whatever games coverage is going to be there. So what's left? Well, or what's different? I wouldn't even say what's left, but what's different. And I think you got a solid plan there. Like follow somebody around the entire time, because who's done that before?
Right.
Or if they have, it's more highlight reels than anything else. It's not necessarily, or you get glimpses of it on the documentaries whenever they talk to people and like when they did loaded them all up on a plane and brought them to the ranch. Was that 2016? And they didn't tell them about it and all that kind of stuff. Like that part was kind of cool, seeing the different people waking up early in the morning and then sleeping in the airport and all that other good stuff. But following one specific person around while they do the entire thing, I like that idea. I really do.
Yeah, but now it's time for me to put my money where my mouth is. I've been reviewing all these videos that aren't doing well at storytelling, and now I'm going to put it out there for the first time and subject myself to the same scrutiny. And I want constructive criticism, because I want this to be a good product and I want to continue to get better and better at this craft.
That's the only way you grow, right? You don't grow staying in your comfort zone. Growth is painful. It hurts. And the only way to do that is to put yourself out there, just like you said.
Jeremy World, I followed someone around until they called the cops on me.
It was only that one time, Jeremy, and I told you I was sorry. I didn't realize who you were.
Pedro did it last year. I can't remember with who though. I think whatever anybody had planned last year got derailed
completely. Day one.
And I did request enhanced media coverage, so I would be able to get into the warm-up area this year where I was not in years past. So I'm still waiting to hear on that as well. So yeah. So with that,
Tristan Patrick's here.
Tristan's always here. He's in love with Cory, I think.
I just like saying his name. It's fun.
So Legends qualifiers are out, as well as WFP, and I think Carolyn's doing the WFP qualifiers. So we're going to cover those on Sunday night. But we're going to cover the Legends with you, which happens every December. The same people who run the Masters CrossFit Games have their own like off-season competition. It's in Arizona. Is it in Arizona again this year?
It is. It is at ASU again.
Awesome. So the qualifiers are out. As the countdown is counting down on Competition Corner right now, 18 days, 14 hours, 33 minutes to get these submitted. So you have plenty of time, sir, to read the directions completely, fully.
I didn't get a chance to print them yesterday.
And not quit in the middle of a workout and not redo it.
No. I didn't get a chance to print them yesterday because we are a little shorthanded this week with my boss being on vacation, but I will do all of that this afternoon, as a matter of fact. And before I commit to putting anything on camera, no, I'm going through every single bit with a fine-tooth comb, as they say. Overall,
no garden mat under your head, by the way.
No. Well, luckily for me, we don't have to do any handstand push-ups, so I don't have to worry about that at this point. Just some tape lines for the wall walks and the most, I won't say most annoying thing because it's measuring a rope for a rope climb for an online qualifier. Probably the most annoying thing, but having to measure the wall ball target for the wall balls is probably not going to be the greatest thing the funnest thing I've ever done, but it is what it is. I ain't mad at it.
Scariest statement ever. Ken Walters is an influencer.
Just kidding.
Love you, buddy.
about the underneath Tristan's right there. Where he says Legends workout is super bland.
Well, we're going to look at them. I got them up right here. There are 4 workouts, 5 scores.
Yep.
25.1A is an 8-minute AMRAP of 30-calorie row, 15 burpees over the barbell, rest 2 minutes. 25.1B is a 5-minute AMRAP, establish a 1-set max of 1 snatch, 2 hang snatch. The complex must be done unbroken. If an attempt is failed and the bar drops to the ground, the athlete must start over from the beginning.
Yep. I like this a lot. Well, let me rephrase that. I like parts of this a lot. So I don't know if we met, but I am in fact 5'6". Yeah, Lito. I don't know why they wrote it like that either. So the row part of that is not going to be my jam. Like, I can row and do intervals for weeks upon time, and I marginally get better. Mostly I get better at going longer, as far as that's concerned. So my row is going to be what my row is going to be. However, I am pretty darn good at the burpees over the barbell. I actually tested that part of it yesterday. I just did a quick 1 round just to kind of figure out where I was going to be at. And I'm not mad at it at all. Like, I don't have to row super fast because I can keep my burpees rolling pretty good. And then I have been snatching a lot. Anybody who follows me on Instagram will see I've been snatching like twice a week. So I'm pretty excited to try to test out this complex in the next couple of days and see what I can actually put up.
Jeremy Eats World says reverse the complex and it's solid. So he's saying 2 hang snatch to 1 snatch instead of 1 snatch to 2 hang.
And I like this. And again, I have not looked at the scorecard yet. I'm assuming that we can squat. If we can squat, then I like it like this. If it was power, I would probably agree with him, like do the 2 hang first and then just go down, touch, and do the last one. But if we can squat, then I like this a whole lot better. If it's power snatch, then I would reverse it.
I'm actually with Alito. I hate going back to the floor after lifting the bar off of it.
Yeah, and that second part she put up there is true. It really does. Because then you can just do a crappy hang snatch, call it good, stand it up.
And now we have a fight in the chat.
Yeah.
Don't you and me.
He's fine.
All right. So if we go to 25.2.
Yep.
Dude,
Competition Corner has been acting up the past couple of days.
Isn't this awesome?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
All right. 12-minute AMRAP of 15 deadlifts, 30 wall balls, 15 toes to bar.
Again, this is a good one for me. People claim, oh, wall balls are a tall person thing, and I am not tall by any stretch of the imagination, but I can crank out 20-pound wall balls like it's going out of style. So I like this one a whole lot. I am a solid deadlifter. That is a weight that you're not letting go of the bar whatsoever. Like, you're not even doing quick singles. You're going to do 15 unbroken, drop it, shake it, grab the wall ball, and get to work. 15 toes bar. Yeah. After about 6 or 7 minutes of this, it's probably going to get kind of grippy. So it's kind of manage that your fatigue as far as that's concerned. But I'm not mad at this. I'm really, really not.
Coach Tristan Patrick says 95% of the time, all complexes can just be subbed for 1 rep max. Strongest person wins. Just do a max safer.
Hey, you don't get an argument from me.
No,
I'm not going to get an argument from me.
That actually makes way too much sense for people to do that.
We did a complex at Legends last year that was 5 deadlifts, 3 hang cleans and a jerk, or 3 cleans and a jerk. And we could have just did a clean jerk and it would have been perfectly fine. I didn't see the point in do all the extra deadlifts and whatnot. Just get your heart rate spiked extra. I don't know. So
the only thing you're adding in with that kind of a complex, that long of a complex, is grip.
Yeah. And nobody, or at least nobody I saw that I was paying attention to anyway, lost it because their grip went away. They lost it because they either couldn't clean it. Like my last one, I overpulled and it hit me in the chest and threw me back. Like you see me laughing after it, but I didn't see anybody like try to get that last one and just lose their grip completely. Or I'm not saying anybody didn't. I didn't see it.
25.3. 5 rounds for time, 25 single dumbbell hang snatch, 5 wall walks, 50 double unders. So we're snatching twice.
We are snatching twice. The dubs are, in my opinion, are just kind of there. Like it is there for you to catch your breath a little bit. If you can do double unders, relax, kind of let your shoulders kind of slump down a little bit. I mean, because it's just 50. It's not that many to get back to the dumbbell and then get back to the wall walk. So wall walks is going to be miserable. Like 4 rounds in, you're going to be like, yes. What Tristan just said, cycle speed workout. And no, 25 wall walks is not a joke. After the 3rd round, you're not going to want to do anymore. Like that, it's going to get mental at that point. For me.
On another note, our influencer did a 30-pound wall ball burpee yesterday in a 36-minute endurance Metcon. Big mistake for the old man. Ken, the only time I use a 30-pound wall ball is as a seat.
I've been working on my 30-pound wall balls because I got exposed with them last year at Legends. So weakness work involves that. Yay.
And Mr. Workout Critique, Jeremy Eats World, these workouts are written oddly, almost backwards, shows a lack of effort.
So it's funny he should say that because of who the partner is, their programming partner and their title sponsor this year. Did you see that?
Boulder Athlete. Yeah. Talk about your contradiction. We've been talking about mayhem in the elite division.
Yeah.
Man, Boulder Athlete sponsoring the Legends championships is kind of a conflict of interest.
So if you read the description, right, that Joe and Bob put out saying that, hey, Boulder, we're partnering with Jason Grubb and Boulder Athlete, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, gets down to the very bottom, saying that he's partner with which includes a site visit to ASU to better utilize the space, blah, 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 whatever. And the last thing it says at the bottom is, because of this, Jason will not be competing in the Legends Championship this year. And he put that in there. And I don't know Joe, I don't know Bob, but I'm just from looking at it, if I was the guy writing, he put it in there because he knew people were going to bitch. Well, he's writing the program and he's doing the competition. No, he's not. Like, just get that out the way now. He's not competing.
But to be fair, and I see Andrew Sten, who is a big part of the Legends group, asking how is it a conflict of interest? The same way we have been ripping Mayhem. Rich is not an active athlete.
Correct.
Angelo is not an elite athlete. That team is not doing the workout, but they have a lot of people underneath them that do their programming. And I
was talking about that
bias that is going to help their athletes doing their programming.
Correct. That's I'm not a fan of that either.
So if we're going to say that about Mayhem, we have to say it about Boulder Athlete as well.
Correct. And I was talking about that with some of the people I know that are doing it, that are doing this, that went last year or whatnot. Like, the dudes that are doing Boulder Athlete, whether you want to admit it or not, you're going to have a programming bias. Like, you just wrote this stuff in the next couple of months to build up to it, that your athletes are going. Like, even if it's subconscious, it's still going to be there. And you cannot.
As soon as I typed it, I thought the same thing. I retract my question.
Yeah.
Tristan, if somebody wants to write me a check for $150K, I will fire every athlete I coach and program every coach for the season, completely unbiased.
This is why me and Tristan are friends.
Listen, Tristan, in this space right now, offering or asking for six figures to do something or not do something can get in a lot of arguments. So
Get you a
just
lot
be
of
careful
videos
what
sent
you're
to you.
doing there, buddy.
Get you a lot of videos sent to you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Videos sent to you. Get into a fight over he said, she said.
So much of that.
So much of that. Just be careful.
To be fair, though, I would 100% let Tristan write all the workouts for the comp.
Tristan says, y'all are my witnesses. We got your receipts, buddy, right here.
Got your receipts right here, buddy boy. This is on the internet is forever.
All right. So that's 25.3.
Yep.
And then we finish up with, and looks like there we love it.
Love it. Already on it, Stan.
All right. 25.4, 7 rounds for time, 60-foot double dumbbell front rack walking lunge, 15 out, 15 back twice, 7 bar muscle ups. Full age group details can be found.
This is a training piece. I mean, it can be a competition piece, I guess, but like this is something that Brandon would write for us. Only there'd probably be something else involved in it. Like 60 feet for a dumbbell walking lunge is not that far. Having to turn around twice because you're only doing 15 feet at a time. And fuck you, Tristan. It's just not that far. Yeah, thanks.
Please make sure you read the workout instructions thoroughly. Tristan, Andrew, he's from Louisiana. It'll be hard, but he'll try.
Product of a public school education. What you gonna do?
Maybe have your guy Tristan point out any areas of concern he might see if he has any athletes doing this. Just send you a heads up.
Yeah, absolutely. I need to get Tristan's number so I can text him and fuck with him from time to time. Anyway, I like this one a whole lot only because I'm really good at both of those things.
I think where Jeremy has been saying these are written backwards, this is a prime example of how this is written backwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
This workout should be 7 bar muscle ups into the 60-foot dumbbell front walking lunge. That is that is a typical finishing workout for a major competition. Yeah. If you flip it,
get across the line first. Like that's how you finish. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, bro. Preach it to the choir at this point.
So
having said that, like I was saying, 15, having to turn around twice, like 15 turn around, 15 turn around, 15, I guess 4 times, whatever it was. Yes, Lido. That was the next thing I was going to get at. If you are trying to, because in the front rack, like I can rest those on my shoulders and I am loosely holding the dumbbell. I'm just making sure that they don't fall off of my shoulders at this point, right? So I'm in the front rack and I'm up like this the entire time. My grip is not going to get that taxed for these bar muscle ups. It just won't. So 60.
Make sure you read the directions and that you're allowed to rest.
I don't even know how not to, but what Lito's saying is that they should have been farmer's carry lunges. Is now you're having to be active. Now you're having to hold on to the dumbbells and make sure they don't fall out, right, while you're lunging and whatnot. And by the time you get to, it's 7 rounds, dude. By the time you get like 3 rounds in, people are going to start to, like your grip is going to start to go away.
Or go overhead.
And we've done, so when was that? We had overhead walking lunges for quarterfinals for age groups like a couple years ago into bar muscle ups. But it was front rack or farmer's carry front rack and then overhead, I think, something along those lines. Like it was 3 different lunges and you had to do it 3 different ways.
Lido helping her boy out. Yes, sometimes they do say you need a full grip on the dumbbells in the front rack, so be careful with that, Cory.
Clearly in front of the dumbbell. Dumbbell stacked vertically on the shoulder is not a front rack position. Hey, we'll see what it says. Like I said, I haven't looked at the scorecard yet. So
look how many people are in your corner, though, right now.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. I appreciate them more than they will ever be able to appreciate the fact that I appreciate them, because it's been a long time coming.
Jeremy says, offset it with a pressing movement. It would complete the workout. I'm okay with the simplicity for a finisher. If it was in person and I'm watching it, that makes sense. But as a qualifier, I don't know. I maybe he's right with the qualifier. This is more just testing to see who should come, not like, do we have a great finishing workout?
Yeah, I mean, it's a capacity thing. It is a, can you do this thing? Can you do this in that amount of time? Here's the other thing they don't have on here that's probably on the scorecards is what the time frames look like what the time cap is going to look like for that one, what the time cap's going to look like for the other one. I mean, we know what the other two are because they're AMRAPs and then a 5 minutes to establish 1 rep max for that thing. But like those two right there, like I said, I have not looked at the scorecard, so I don't look. Yeah. I like that, Tristan.
I think could be easily be fixed with something like 15, 12, 9, 6 on the lunges.
Or flip it. I just did a workout. What's today? Wednesday. So yeah, we just had a workout. Well, it's actually programmed for today, but anyway, I did it yesterday with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 overhead squats and bar muscle ups. Rest 2 minutes. And then same rep scheme with front squats and bar facing burpees. That was nasty, but it was fun.
And then he says, climb the ladder with the reps. So 6, 9, 12, 15.
Yep. I like it.
So those are the workouts for Legends. You've got 18 days to get these done. That's a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Plenty of time to read thoroughly.
Make sure I get them all.
Review your videos.
Yeah, I'm going to go. My boy Gareth, in about an hour from me. We both were at Legends last year together. We're gonna do at least 2 or 3 of them together, just to have each other there. Kind of push each other and whatnot. He's coming to Monster Games as well. We both qualify for that. So. No, this one, I'm going to have a whole lot more accountability because, and I hate to say this out loud, but I give a shit about this one a lot more than I do about the other one. At the beginning of the year, and I can show you, I still have the note on my phone, like I make goals, right? So I want to get to 15 unbroken ring muscle ups. I want to snatch 215. I'm at 210. I want to clean 300. I'm at 290. I have qualified for Legends and be competitive this year, because last year I went and I was going more for the experience, and by the experience I mean like the experience of being there and of competing against these dudes. But I am not the same athlete I was last year, and like this year I want to go out there and like really make more of a push than I did last year. And I did do the qualifiers for MFC, but it wasn't like go to MFC. It was just do the qualifiers, kind of see where I'm at. So I'm less upset about that than I probably came off like I was, because it wasn't necessarily on my radar to begin with. It just was kind of doing it. But the stuff that I learned from it is immensely valuable. Like I told you the other day, whatever day that was, we was talking about it. Had I not been injured before we started, had I finished that workout, had I not had the freaking stupid pad for the handstand push-ups, I would not have known how they handle sending out anybody for the qualifiers, because I'd have been probably somewhere close to that top 10 area. And I just would have got an invite and just rolled the dice, figure out if I was going or not, and would have kind of moved on from there. So it's all, as Coach Luckett says, it's all data points. It's all stuff I can just file away for later.
Yeah, it's all about your goals, man.
100%.
And the ultimate goal is to make the CrossFit Games. A better testing ground for you is Legends.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And just on a side note, if you've never been to Legends or the Desert City Classic, they're both held at Arizona State University. It is a really cool place to go watch an event. It is inside of Arizona State's student center, like fitness center. You have an Olympic-sized pool right outside the door. You have 2 floors inside the center. You have a balcony you can watch from above, and then there's 2 separate floors to watch for events. If you've never been, it's well worth the time and money to go check it out, because you get a little bit of everything at their facility, and it's beautiful and gorgeous and practically brand new.
Bro, it's so nice. It is so nice. And I will say this too, like Joe and Bob put on a hell of an event. It was a hell of an event last year. It was so much fun. We had more room, like just for the athlete area, like just for the athlete hangout area, not even the warm-up area, just to kind of stretch out and not be, where all the loud music and shit was, and tables and chairs, and had microwaves up there for people to warm up their food. Like, I mean, it was legit. It was legit. It's why it's circled on my calendar. Why these qualifiers are circled on my calendar, because I want to go back, and I want to put myself back in there, to just be able to get some more competition experience and put myself up against these, best guys in the world.
The one bad thing about becoming a more popular show is the comments are fast and you kind of miss them. And so there was something said way back earlier. Someone asked, like, how do I use an athlete's code to get tickets to the CrossFit Games?
Yes.
I believe it's simply the person's first name, and 20 is the code you use. And so they were asking for Hattie specifically, and I believe it's just Hattie 20 is the code.
Hattie should petition him to make it Hattie to Batty.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
But I think, like, the easy way to think about it is whoever you want to support, it is their first name and a 20. Now, if they're 8 Jeffs, I don't know how you separate that.
Right.
But I'm pretty doggone sure it's Hattie 20. Her coach is who is sitting here. Whoever asked that, DM me and I will get it for you.
Oh, can't confirm. Tristan does respond to DMs. I have slid into his DMs a few times. Mostly whenever he puts up, like, he'll put up a Monday thing, like, ask me anything on Mondays, and I just find the most ridiculous questions I can come up with and just send that to him.
It's funny.
Because, like, he's in the process of answering, like, serious training questions and shit like that, and I'm like, why is the color blue so pretty? Or is it just some ridiculous shit like
that? When I first started working for Morning Chalk Up and first got the opportunity to go to, like, events and, like, do stuff, we had no idea we had no direction from Morning Chalk Up. Yeah, I'm bashing them again. No direction. And so Kat and I are figuring, how do we fit in? And so we just went around asking people, like, stupid questions, like cookies or brownies, or would you rather be able to fly at a max speed of 15 miles an hour or run at a max speed of 90 miles an hour?
I think that's legit.
We asked that of Dave Castro.
Do you remember his answer?
He looked at us like, what the hell are you talking about?
Like, I do not have time for your nonsense, right?
But then he answered it. And his was run at 90.
I mean, if I got a choice between fly at 15, you said 15, right? 15? Yeah. Or run at 90, I'm going to pick run at 90. As bad as I want to fly.
And I would go with the run too, because I've never been, like, the fastest runner. Right. To be the fastest runner one time in my life.
Let's go.
I
want to address this. Jeremy's saying that I heard at Monster Games you got to swim and climb a rope in the same workout. We do not. Elite and RX does. It is a climb. They got ropes set up over there, so I forget what length. I don't know if it's like a 50-meter swim, so maybe a down and back, and then a rope climb from the pool. That is a thing that they are doing this year.
They are hanging the rope over the pool.
Correct. So if you fall, you just fall back in the water.
All right. Ninja Warrior, here we go.
Yeah. We being masters athletes do not. and they Jason and them sent out a big long email thing about it, saying that they just don't have enough. There's just not enough lanes at the pool for them to have for everybody to be able to swim.
Jeremy also says he can already do both. He can run at 90 and fly at 15.
Tristan, are you going to Monster Games?
PC's in the house. Monster Games will be broadcast live, by the way.
Seriously? Patrick, who's doing it? Tell me it's Brian Friend. Please tell me it's Brian Friend. That's going to be awesome. I want to see him running around chasing a drone. That's going to be fantastic.
No chalk in the pool.
That's what I kept thinking of, dude. Like, and they tested it. Like, I saw pictures of them testing it. So I don't know. Be Friendly Fitness. Okay. Good deal, dude. That's awesome.
So if you want to go see Cory do his thing, head on over to Be Friendly. Watch the live broadcast.
My wife is going to be excited. She was going to, she rarely gets to see me compete because most of the time I do it now outside of state. But yeah,
Tristan is not going to Monster Games. He has an athlete going, but he is cooked from travel.
I'd imagine. And then having to leave from there and go to the games like within 3 days.
Yeah, I got to watch that workout too.
They have, I think it's on their Instagram, they have some reels of testing of like people coming up out. If I'm being honest, it looks fun because like jump in the water or you're in the water, however you start, swim a length, come down, and then try to climb a rope, which is going to be great until you actually get out of the water. Because once you get out of the water, like now you're not weightless anymore. And now you got wet hands, climbing a wet rope like that. I hope we get to see it while I'm there. That's going to be so much fun, dude.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure I get this in before we move on. Hiller has announced a new competition.
I saw that.
And it is called Beat Bagent. And basically he has a video. You can go over to his YouTube channel to see it. I will pull it up just briefly. He had video of Erica Folo and Tyson Bagent doing the workout. This is Tyson just getting off the rower at 4:30. 100 calorie row, 100 burpees over the rower. And if you can beat Tyson's time and you register for $5 on Competition Corner, you can then go get a code to go to Vindicate and get it's a trophy saying that you beat Tyson in a workout. It's a shirt that'll say like I beat Bagent or whatever. Now what's crazy is you see the lead that Tyson has on Erica on the row. She ends up beating him in this workout.
It's unsurprising.
But if you register at Competition Corner, and then if you are the winning male or the winning female, you get a signed Tyson Bagent jersey.
Now, I know some people that would want one of them.
And then someone else at random will get one as well.
Would it submit a video? Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to submit the video. You have to meet the standard, whether you are the winner or just the random person chosen. Still have to meet the standard.
Well, I mean, the standard is the standard.
Yes, Tristan, it is just 100 cal row, 100 burpees over the rower, and there is a 10-minute cap. Neither one finished in the 10 minutes.
It's a lot, dude. We had that 2K row and 150 burpees over the rower for MFC, and I can confirm, like, it's a lot to try to get done in a short amount of time, and especially burpees over the rower. The rower is a little bit higher than the barbell, so like it's an extra effort.
Yeah, but I think it's a cool concept for I
like it. I dig it.
$5, and then all the proceeds will go to a local affiliate in Hiller's area to help. And he doesn't know how he's going to do it. He explains in the video that he has some thoughts and ideas. But he is, he's taking suggestions. 10 minutes is wild. It is.
Yes.
That is 20 burpees over the rower in a minute. That's if you can row the 100 calories in 5 or less. Which I don't think Erica got it in 5.
That's a lot. Like it really is.
There may have been like 3 dudes that got under 5 on the row. Tyson was not first. And I didn't show it, but there's some other people doing the workout in this gym at the same time. Some of his buddies, a couple of them got off early.
20 calories a minute is moving. Like that is a solid pace to try to hold for 100 calories with nothing else to do.
Got to earn that jersey, man.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah. But you can go to Competition Corner now and you can see it up there. There's already people that have attempted and tried to beat them.
It is a 1,200 calorie pace, 12-13.
So again, neither one finished the workout in the 10-minute cap. So
look, to be fair, Tyson is still a quarterback. And oh God, dog it. What's her name?
Erica Folo.
Erica is almost a games athlete, but that's still a lot, dude. Like if it's the same workout for a woman as it is for a man, dude, and she is shorter than I am.
She killed the burpees.
Oh, I bet she did.
The row, she's not a tall individual.
No.
And that's a lot for a short person to pull. Yeah.
I know about it firsthand.
And Tyson was doing well. And then I think around 40 burpees, like Mr. Rigamortis came down, tapped him on the shoulder, said, we're gonna fill you with some lactic acid.
And once it hits, and you're still just doing the same thing, like you can't switch to something else to try to kind of flush it out a little bit. Like it just gets worse and worse as you go.
Yeah. But fun competition. Go check it out. Hiller Fit. He has a video up. Everything's on Competition Corner out there for everybody to see. But then in addition to that, today on my Bears podcast, CHGO, is Tyson Bagent Day. So the person from that podcast went to Shepherdsville, Shepherdstown,
Shepherd's Pie, whatever, same thing.
West Virginia. The same weekend Hiller was there.
Oh,
filmed all of this for the Bears coverage. They are showing that video today.
Nice.
So it's going to be interesting to see, Hiller did his thing, and then to see what the football perspective is of him doing these crazy CrossFit workouts.
Bro.
So I'm anxious to see that this afternoon.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to yawn, but I've been up since 3:55 this morning because I coached 5 and 6. I want to say this before we cut off right quick because I made myself chuckle this morning. Our workout today was 2 rounds of mile run and a 1,000-meter row. Okay, simple, basic, just disgusting.
I just threw up in my mouth. Go ahead.
So, CrossFit Vetoes is on this one long street. Okay, it's a highway on this side. There's a street on the other side. Our mile course is literally you leave out, run to one stop sign, run another stop sign, get back. It's a mile. I don't know how we managed that, but that's just how it ended up. So this morning, this is one of the reasons why I coach. This morning I said, so because we love y'all at CrossFit Vetoes, we have marked out the mile run for y'all in 2 separate ways. You can either leave from here, run down to Oris Roth, the stop sign at Oris Roth, run down the stop sign Highway 30, and then get back. Or you can run down to the stop sign at Highway 30, run down to the stop sign at Oris Roth, and then come back. You're welcome. We love y'all around here. Athlete's choice. You guys have fun. 10 seconds. Oh,
that's
I crack
good.
myself up. So much coaching to do there now. You're like, she's still running? Yeah. All right, cool.
Those are the worst classes to coach because you're just standing there by yourself for the first 7 minutes. Waiting.
I had between the two classes, I had 4 people. 2 people at 5 a.m. and 2 people at 6 a.m. Oh,
we are up against the top of the hour. Got to get back to work myself. I'm sure you all do too. So you knuckleheads, get out of here. Get back to work. We'll see everybody next time on Lunch with the Clydesdale. Bye, guys.